Hey everyone, welcome along to Ask RT Fitness. First off, I'm Ross.
I'm Sarah.
Today we have a very special guest. This is Ryan Martin from reviveyourself.co. Well, we put in our groups to ask Ryan some questions today. He's a holistic nutritionist. With that?
Yeah. Coach, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we've got a lot of questions today. So I think we're going to split this into a two-part show as well, just to ensure that we get everyone's question answered. So we're just going to jump straight in, and Sarah's going to ask them all. Let's do it.
So first off, Ryan, we've got Paul Bishop. He said, I always wondered what was the best quick release energy foods. As someone who isn't a fan of pre-workout, a pre-food substitute will be awesome.
Right. Paul, was it?
Yeah.
Paul, I'm not a fan of pre-workout either, so well done on that one. So if you're looking for quick energy, great things to have would be just simply water-based fruits, something like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, etc. If you want a little bit more substance in there, bananas great. Or you could go down the route of having maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil mixed in with maybe a greens drink. So out there's some phenomenal greens drinks. If you can get an organic one, always best. We actually, Divine Health, Dr. Colbert does a really good greens drink which is fermented, so you get a lot more nutrients and it's really easy to digest. It's called Green Supreme Food. That'd be brilliant if you just want to have that with water. For example, if I play football, I like to be quite empty in my stomach. I don't like to be carrying too much food, so I'll have either just a cup, 2 apples, or I'll have a greens drink, and we'll go from there. So that's what I like to do. If you want a real boost, you can have some organic coffee. I don't generally advise coffee because although it's got benefits, it's also got a huge amount of negative effects. But if you really want a boost and you needed that real drive energy, then you can get an organic coffee and maybe have just a shot of espresso or something like that. Hope that helps.
He does love coffee.
He does like coffee.
Yeah.
I think we all love
coffee. He's had our espresso machine like as soon as he gets in.
Alright, okay. So if you love a coffee, then maybe like an organic coffee. If you do like coffee, I'd say, it's coming from me, it's one of the most sprayed crops in the world. So if you want to stay away from pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, rodenticides and chemical fertilizer, which causes a toxic systemic problem, then buy organic and buy the best that you can. Okay?
There goes our coffee.
Right then, next up is Katie Thorniley. So just to give you a bit of background, Katie had a little boy a few months ago, and she's asked any foods that help encourage correct hormones to manage or cure adrenal fatigue. Okay. The same goes for Claire Allan, but Claire has basically had a kid.
Okay, so with adrenal fatigue, right, we'll start with, so holistic health, it's not just about the food. So what we need to do here is realise, you go to a medical doctor, they'll tell you you've got adrenal fatigue, or they can say you've got a thyroid issue, or whatever it is. Whatever your weakest point is, that's what will come out. So for example,
just make sure it's recording. Yes.
Yeah. So for example, whatever your weakest point can come out. So you could have a skin issue, someone else could have diabetes, etc. You've had a thyroid issue, thyroid adrenal fatigue, was it?
No, just
adrenal fatigue. Well, this is the problem. It's actually a systemic thing. So what we have to do is not just about what you can add in; it's also about what you can take away. So we look at reducing highly allergenic foods, toxic foods, slashing inflammation, really getting out the toxins, making your liver work better, adding in foods that are going to really help your digestion, letting your gut heal, and also not working too much in the gym in terms of intensity. So you have to listen to Sarah and Ross here. They give you a great program that will still be able to increase your strength and drop fat, but without pushing yourself too hard. Going for like nice restorative walks is always great, and you have to get your mindset right. So maybe doing some meditation, anything like that. It's a whole issue. So when we look at it, one of the most famous guys out there, Paul Chek, talks about the 4 doctors, and you have to have Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet. So Dr. Diet's obviously all about your nutrition. Dr. Quiet's about introspection. You've got Dr. Movement, about getting the right movement for you. and then there's Dr. Happy, which is all about your purpose. So you need to get those things. So it's not just about what food you can have, it's the whole problem that needs dealing with. And once we get to the root cause, these things disappear. And it's not a quick fix. There's nothing you can just chuck in. It needs to be managed from a point of looking at everything and then building a process, a structure around that to help you. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
That was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Do you know what I like though, just as an aside, I like the fact that obviously you pointed out it's not a quick fix. It's like obviously when we're talking about our fitness programs and when they ask people want to lose weight, it's like we always say it's not just a quick fix. It's like when someone's got some sort of health issue, the first thing we always do, because it's drilled into us, is go to the GP and they just medicate us.
It's not, it didn't happen overnight, right? So it's not going to be fixed overnight. I mean, they can give you things to take away the pain, but the pain might go away, but the underlying root cause is there. And if you don't get it sorted out, it then manifests as something else. So you need to get the underlying issue sorted and then build a healthy. Put it this way, yeah? There's loads of these things that people just chuck at people for instant performance, like these gels and stuff, but they make you toxic. And we know, I know from years of going through it, a healthy body is always going to outperform a non-healthy body. And also, we look at things from, we don't look at treating disease, we look at generating health. And a healthy body isn't going to have disease. It's going to be able to take and deal with toxicity a lot better, and everything in life throws at it a lot better than something that's under stress. And stress comes in many different forms. It's not just stress from work, it comes from magnetic frequencies, electromagnetic frequencies, it comes from poor food choices, it comes from bad water choices, it comes from the things you put in your skin daily. Women are putting on like 5 kgs of toxic sludge in their skin every year, so it's destroying their liver, it's destroying their gut, it's destroying their skin. It goes deep. And this is why I deal with what I deal with.
And look at his skin.
Oh,
beautiful. Really nice skin.
Funny thing is, I take my shirt off and show you that I never used to have skin, good skin. I had severe acne, chest, back, keloid scarring. I mean, I'll show it. Scarring all over, really bad facial acne. They destroyed me for 5 years with drugs and medication, steroid injections, etc. It took me a long journey of 10 years of learning from the best in the world to know what I know, and luckily I can help people out. And it's a lot less invasive, and it works long term. And that's what you want.
One more, and then we'll.
Sorry,
no, that's good. No, it's really good. It's rolling nice. Yeah, we'll have one more, and then we'll split into a two-parter.
So Dean Douthwaite, he said, are there any foods to avoid or that will help with joint pain? I'm sick of painkillers.
Good boy. Painkillers are going to be destroying your liver as well, so you don't want to be taking them. And they're also one of the things that, one of the most toxic pills you can take. Well, I won't go into that anyway. So to avoid joint pain, right? So what you want to do as well is not just foods you can have, which would be great oils. Avocado oil will be one, coconut oil will be another one. Blueberries, they lower inflammation. All these foods that lower inflammation. A good cod liver oil, a fermented cod liver oil. For green pastures, Western Price, green pastures do a really good fermented cod liver oil. All these things are going to bring down inflammation. But what you need to do is avoid certain foods that are going to increase inflammation more than anything. People always talk about the standard things like gluten, 100%. Then you've got wheat. What you've got to understand about wheat these days, it's not like it was years ago when it was Emma and iron corn. It's now being cross-hydrolyzed, so when you're having it, it's also been sprayed pre-harvest by glyphosate, which destroys your gut, causes leaky gut syndrome, ruins your gut flora, and then whoosh, you've got inflammation and you've got either joint pain, etc. So wheat, gluten, coffee, pasteurized dairy. The only dairy I have would be raw, straight from the cow. And yeah, I mean, there's a whole list of things, but it's the things you've got to avoid as much as the things you've got to add in. And you can add in things like fermented foods if your gut can tolerate it. This is why I can give you advice, but it's good to know more about you. I like to work with people quite closely, because just throwing blanket stuff at you, I might give you something that could be too powerful. So for example, fermented foods are phenomenal if you can take them. So we'd have to look at having things like probiotic, having a good probiotic. Go and get BioCut, that help. Having a good probiotic, sorting your gut out. Gut health is huge. So once you get that sorted, a lot of things start falling into place. It's just doing it at the right level, because if you can go and see other people out there, I know clients have come to me before, they've seen naturopaths and dietitians and consultants and specialists, and they've just thrown things at them and they've got a huge die-off, huge reaction, and it's pushed them back even further. So you've got to know how to work with people and have a nice smooth process, so moving forwards rather than moving backwards, if that makes sense.
There isn't just a simple solution.
There's not everywhere.
Everything
Well, this is why,
Everyone's different.
this is why I say, like, with my program, I've got a structure, and we move through that structure. But I say there's no standard process, because there's no standard human being. But we're all unique, and you're as unique on the inside as you are on the outside. But people don't see that. And then when you start working with people like that, and they start understanding, like some of the guys I work with, I said before, I think Chris mentioned earlier, like Emil can only have 5 foods for 16 years and they've got her eating foods, and she can't believe the difference. And Sabrina, she went to every doctor and never found anything. As soon as I talked to her, I knew she had a parasitic infection. We changed her. She hasn't been able to get down to a size 6 in like 10 years, and 3 months later she's a size 6, and she's got more energy, she's not craving foods, her skin's 10 times better. But it all comes from going and to the root cause rather than just dealing with symptoms.
Awesome. I think that's it for this show. Just catch up for next week where part 2 will be on. Thanks for watching. I'm Ross.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Sarah.
Cheers.